life, wisdom.
Hi, I'm Jen Hilman, and today I've got a follow-along video that we can work on some hip flexor stretches. So this is really great for those of you that spend a lot of time sitting at a desk or spend a lot of time driving in your car, where those hip flexors are constantly shortened and contracted. So go ahead and get up from your chair, get on your yoga mat so you can follow along with me as I show you some simple exercises to open up the front of the hips. You can favorite this video so you can practice with me again and again, and then we can go ahead and get started. So to begin, we're going to step into a lunge position. So you can bring one foot forward at the top of your mat, and bring your hands on either side of your foot, and reaching your back leg far behind you, you'll extend through the back knee. Once you have a solid base, you start to press the hips down towards the floor. You should feel an active, warm sensation through the back quadricep, and you'll start to feel that stretch, that opening through the front of the hip. And then dropping the knee straight down to the floor, so there's a nice wide angle in the hips. You can bring both hands on top of your bent front knee. And then keeping your torso in one piece, you'll lunge the hips forward. So this deepens the stretch in the front of the hip. If this is enough stretch for you, you can stay right here. If you'd like to take it a little deeper, you can shift your weight back, bend the back knee, and grab for that ankle. With the ankle moving in towards the hips, you'll lunge forward again. This will deepen the stretch in the front of the hip as well as the front of the quadriceps. Remember to stay connected to your breath when these stretches become intense or challenging. Let your breath help you to relax into the opening. When you're ready, you can release the back foot down and bring both hands on either side of the foot again. Then pressing through the back knee, you can step through a plank position to bring the other knee forward. If your foot doesn't quite make it to the front of the mat, it's all right. Just go ahead and help that foot along. You can grab your foot, help walk the toes a little further forward. Once you're in position, you'll lift through the back knee so you have a nice, powerful lunge here. And feeling that warming sensation through the quads, you press down through the hips so you can really connect with that stretch through the front of the hip. And when you're ready, you can drop the knees straight down, maintaining a wide angle. And for those of you with knee sensitivities, it's helpful to fold in the edge of your mat so you have a little extra padding for the knee. So if that's useful for you, you can try that. And then bringing both hands on top of your front knee, Keeping your torso in alignment, you'll press through the hips. Lunging deeply here, staying connected with the breath. And to take this stretch a little deeper, you can come up, bend in through that back knee, and reach back for the ankle. Pulling the heel in towards the buttocks, you lunge forward again. So this is a nice juicy stretch in the quads. I'm definitely feeling it. Whoa. And releasing the foot back to the floor. You can bring your hands down, unfold the edge of your mat, and kick through that back knee, coming up into the lunge we started from. And then finally, to end this sequence, we'll come into a butterfly position or Baddha Konasana. So sitting down onto your bottom, bring the soles of your feet together and the knees out wide. This is going to get a little more into the groin, to the inner side of the hip. So as you find this position with your feet, this may be enough for some of you. Anybody with really tight hips, this is enough of a stretch. So you can stay right here. To take this a little deeper and to connect more with the inner side of the hips, you'll start to fold the body forward. So reaching as far forward as you can before you round the spine and drop the head. If you want a little more stretch here, you can bring your hands on top of your knees and actively press the knees towards the floor. And then coming up to a neutral position, you can just stretch the legs out, kind of shake the legs out a little bit, move the legs around in the hip sockets, and just let yourself relax through the hips. So as you can see, it doesn't take very long to move through this brief sequence of lunges, and they're all extremely effective for helping to open up through the fronts of the hips and thighs. So go ahead and practice these stretches 2 to 3 times a week. You could even do it a couple of times a day, first thing in the morning and before you go to bed, to really help loosen up tension through the hips. Thank you so much for watching and for following along with me. Be sure and thumbs up my video, and you can leave me a comment. I love to hear your feedback. And don't forget to subscribe to the Psychetruth channel so you have access to my full library of stretch and massage videos. Thanks so much for watching. Come back soon.